So Colin Kaepernick, obviously taking a knee during the national anthem has caused huge problems for him in the NFL. First, let me start by asking your thoughts on that.
It's a heavy social issue in this country that I think the conversation needed to be had and needs to continue to be had. I was one of the players that kneeled in solidarity with him for the simple fact that I felt that his why he was protesting was solid. And we can get into the semantics of that if you want to, but I feel like Colin took a huge risk with his career, with his identity, and he stood up for something that he believed in. So to me, that's an admirable reason.
So now let's get into specifics a little bit more. Do you think that the NFL owners, either formally or informally, have blackballed him because of that?
It's hard to say. Anything that I say would be completely opinionated because I don't know any NFL owners personally. I know when I took a knee, where I was with the Miami Dolphins organization, I took a knee, and that owner, Mr. Ross, he came up and he expressed his gratitude for what I was doing, kneeling with Colin, and so he was on the side of the protest. Now, as far as all the other owners, I can't speak for them. I don't know, but I do know that a lot of the owners want to make America great again, and a lot of them want to. They don't like outspoken athletes, especially with politics. They think, like the majority of America thinks, the athletes should just shut up and play. And so there could be and there could not be. I don't know, but I don't. It's just hard to say. It's all speculation, and unless we have some hard facts, I have no idea.
Okay, so but you were in the NFL for 8 seasons and you led the league in rushing, so you know a thing or two about football. So I'm just going to ask a football question here. Should Colin Kaepernick be in the NFL based on his skills, experience, athleticism, and what he's accomplished so far?
My personal opinion is yes. There's no reason why he shouldn't have, at the very least, a backup job. I think he's one of the better 32 quarterbacks in the NFL. But like I said, there's so many variables that go into it. So there's no telling. I would venture to say that, you hear coaches all the time talk about distractions. Don't be a distraction. Don't be a distraction. This would be what they would call a distract. I always thought that the distraction thing was BS because if you just turn off the TV, there's no such thing as a distraction. Turn off the news, get off the internet. There's no distractions. But they don't like negative press towards their organization or what they like to call the shield, that is the NFL.
Yeah, I think the idea of distraction is total nonsense. Are you a professional? Can you go out there and do your job, or can't you do your job? What do you? I mean, I can't imagine like an engineer coming out and going, "Well, but I was distracted by it because my fellow engineer believes something slightly different."
Yeah, it's nonsense.
Right?
Total nonsense.
Yeah, and to me, it's fairly obvious. Is Colin Kaepernick among the 96 top quarterbacks in the league? Because the quarterbacks go 3 deep at least on each team. Of course, he's among the top 96 quarterbacks. It is an insane conversation we're having. So now let's go to the heart of the protest for one more line of questioning there, which is why it was being done in the first place. So it's ironic because you've got the NFL that's all American, and I love the NFL and I love football, but another thing I love about America is freedom of speech. And so now the NFL is not the government, but if you love America, you should probably encourage freedom of speech. That is part of our core principles. Right. And on this issue, so why was he speaking out? He was speaking out because there's far too much police violence against African Americans, and disproportionately so. And that's a fact, borne out by statistics. So we're this upset as a country for someone pointing out statistics and facts?
I have a motto actually, man, that I kind of live by, and it's that people don't like facts because a lot of the time we get into what the kind of the term going around now is like identity politics, where you'd rather be right than accurate. And you really have to check yourself. And so that's why I follow far right wing news, and I follow far left wing news, and I follow bipartisan news, and I try to get the story completely before I make an informed decision. I get informed, and that's the problem with today is people just want to be right. People just want to identify with a side. And it's a dangerous time. It's a beautiful time we live in because there's so much information for you to go get. But if you're not careful on having like a checks and balances within yourself, you'll end up sabotaging yourself into believing something that might not coincide with reality.